In this video, we are going to talk about what progressive overload is and why you should be doing it. What is up, heroes? My name is Connor and welcome to Athletic Assault, where we combine superheroes and fitness to help you attack your dreams. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what progressive overload is and hopefully give you some tips on how you can incorporate this into your workout plan. So what progressive overload is to me is that you're finding a way to consistently add more resistance to your muscles. That way you're forcing them to change or you're forcing them to grow. So it's a consistent way of adding resistance to your muscles. So a couple ways that you can do that. First of all is adding more weight. So if you're doing strength training, then you can add more weight to that bar. That is going to force you to change because that is going to add more resistance. So if you're doing squats, you can add weight week after week, and that is progressive overload. This is my favorite way because there's no limit to how far up you can go. You can add as much weight as you can possibly lift, and that would be progressive overload. It also helps you increase strength and not take up a lot of time. In some of the other ways that we're going to talk about progressive overload, they take a lot of time. So this way, you're doing the same amount of reps, but you're just increasing the weight on your back or on your bench press or on your shoulder press, different things like that. So adding weight to the bar is my favorite way to do progressive overload, but there's a couple other ways. Another way you can do it is just add more reps. If you're doing 30 push-ups a night, maybe go up to 35, and then 40, then 45, then 50. That is progressive overload. That is adding more resistance because you're doing more reps. The only reason I don't like this as much is it takes a lot of time. I mean, when you start getting up to 200 push-ups or 300 push-ups, like that is going to take you a lot of time. Next up is just changing the variation of the workout. So say you're doing a push-up, you can up the resistance by doing a plyo push-up, or you can change it up and do an incline push-up. An example of this is last week when we were doing our leg day, me and my wife decided to do front squats instead of back squats. This change of variation really added a lot of resistance. One, it added resistance to different parts of my leg, but also it just added resistance to what I had already been lifting on my back squats, and I didn't even have to do as much weight. I was actually doing less weight on front squats than I was on back squats. Changing up the variation of your workout will help you do progressive overload. Another cool example of progressive overload is shortening your rest time. So say you're doing a HIIT workout, which is a high intensity interval training workout, and you're only resting 10 seconds in between each exercise. So you're hitting those exercises back to back to back to back. This is going to put more resistance on your muscles and your cardiovascular health, which will help you increase your stamina and build muscle. Another side note is to just add cardio into your workout. So if you're doing a squat, like an air squat, why don't you throw a jump into that? Doing some plyometrics in that is going to add more resistance to your workout and help you build muscle. Like I said though, adding weight to the bar is my favorite way, but if you only have your body weight, you can definitely do progressive overload. You don't need to add weight to do progressive overload. You can add more reps, you can shorten your rest times, you can change the variation of the exercise to add more resistance. Guys, progressive overload is a huge key if you want to build a superhero physique, and most of the actors and actresses utilize this concept to build the muscle that they wanted. So you guys need to utilize this. You're going to see massive muscle growth if you implement this. But remember, it's a consistent process of adding more resistance. So you have to do it over a consistent time period. You can't just do it one week, go right back to normal. That's not going to help you. But doing it on a consistent basis, week after week, month after month, that is going to help you increase muscle and build more strength. If you need help with getting a process together, I actually have a free 12-week program that me and my brother put together for you guys. I would love for you to check it out in the description below. Heroes, I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please smash that like button, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later, heroes.